Key numbers in the NFL are 3, 7, 10, and 14.
You know how we do in Detroit, son? We do nothing but win.
Ready
I'm ready.
to bite some kneecaps.
New England is bad.
Real bad. Then the highlight.
It's a close game.
The Taylor Heineke life. Yeah.
I love this pick. Tampa has been overrated all season long, and the people who make the books are still on this. They got blown out by Blake Purdy. Can Justin Jefferson be stopped? I don't know. If you watched how Carolina played with Andy Dalton, they were fine.
Well, more importantly, Adam Thielen is probably like, can we put Andy Dalton back in?
The spread's the way to go. You just have to know how to bet it. Hey, welcome to another episode of Math versus
This guy.
Okay.
I lost last week. Well, head to head, I went 9-3 overall, but
Well, let's start with the main reason why you lost. I don't even know why you're allowed to have his jersey anymore.
Oh, that's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. 6 straight AFC West divisional title. And what better way than a blowout against Pittsburgh? Hey.
he has 6 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. That can't.
When Patrick Mahomes is given plus money, you press the button. You don't ask questions.
Apparently. I still think it's horse shit. Like at some point it's going to fall apart.
Okay, but if it falls apart once out of 7 times, I'm still liking the bet pretty well.
Why not at Candlestick against their opponents from the Super Bowl? Now, I didn't count on Blake Purdy to not show up and throw 3 interceptions himself. I think that Mr. Purdy's come down to the ground a little bit. I didn't count on that. But kudos, you won.
You're Mr. Mahomes. I should have your jersey. I'm supposed to be the Joe Burrow.
You can't handle that jersey.
Apparently, you can't handle
Joe Burrow back there like he matters.
Either way, yeah, no,
party boy, big party boy.
Taylor Heineke life. But no, good week for me. I went 4-2, but I honestly didn't do as well as I should have because I parlayed a lot with the Chargers. Oof. And
yeah, but weren't you tailing Tom on a lot of that?
It doesn't matter. The Chargers should have won that game. There is absolutely no reason.
There's no reason why the Niners lost.
Oh, there's plenty of reasons why the Niners lost.
I think Ryan just said all of them.
Like,
so
exactly.
I had my money on the Niners. I did not win last weekend.
But how is Justin Herbert? Do you throw for 350 yards with no touchdowns? Like, you've went the length of the field 3.5 times.
Jim Harbaugh's his coach.
Doesn't matter. Good Lord, put the ball in the end zone.
I'll be honest, like I should be pretty happy. I almost hit a 12-leg parlay. That's really close. 9-3, that's really close.
So yeah, also Baltimore, again against an NFC team, really easy money there. That was
easy
simple.
money on that. Yeah.
Vegas with the big spread, like the Rams.
I would have hit for a $400 parlay on Baltimore, but Zay Flowers is now an enemy in this household. We're chalking him up with another name that I won't.
We were all on that one together. Because I was on that too. You and I put that one together with the Discord, and it was unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. Like Zay Flowers, I don't understand.
Well, he got hurt.
I know, but he's hard to figure out in daily as well as betting. I can't.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I should have just discounted him. I should have just stayed with the Lamar overs, anytime, and Ravens. That's what I should have.
The only other miss I had was Jacksonville and London, and
we all did. We all did.
But we said not to bet the game. We said it was too volatile. We said play weird touchdowns, and it was fine.
I don't like. The other part is this: Jacksonville has this stack of legitimate running backs now. ETN, Tank Bigsby, and one more, and I can't remember the third string one, but just why doesn't that dude just hand the ball off to those guys?
Yeah. And though that's the problem with Jacksonville, it's like the owner says, they're really talented. They should be winning games. And it's like, you're not wrong. They aren't not talented. But
I didn't think. Well, it all comes out. I mean, the other part is this: is even though Trevor Lawrence had a hell of a game, he's not a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, the takeaway might be though that Drake May might be okay. He played pretty well.
He's outperforming Patrick Mahomes this season.
Well, most people are. Someone who has him on a fantasy team.
I thought for sure Caleb Williams would lead the NFL in interceptions this year, just based upon everything going on in Chicago. Now he's not far off the mark, but Patrick Mahomes might lead the NFL in interceptions. That might be a thing.
I feel like there was another quarterback on a great quarterback on a good team who had a similar situation. Was it Manning when he tried with Denver?
What about him?
Where the quarterback on a great team had a bad season, and it was a good quarterback.
Oh, yeah, Manning. Oh, poof.
Yeah.
When he went to Denver, I mean, it wasn't bad so much. It was remember he got hurt again, and then Tim Tebow came in for a while, and they brought Peyton Manning back in.
The old noodle arm.
Yeah, but he also ran for a touchdown in that Super Bowl. Remember?
No, I guess before we start too, let's introduce obviously the Scene Snobs. We want to say that we thank you for being brought to you by Smash. Has an event coming up
next Tuesday. I'm going to be Hollywood Hogan.
So we got obviously a lot of
diet black. I'm going to diet black and have the handlebar.
Stop. Transitive property of the Bears.
Stop. Just stop.
Enough.
I can't. Okay, I can't. Oh, man. The week the Lions play the Bears is going to be so good.
Yes. But we can get started. I just wanted to make sure that we shouted out the show for next Tuesday for the Snobs. Halloween special. It's going to be a blast. Smash is going to be Hollywood Hogan, so that alone is worth the watch.
I chop it down with the edge of my hand.
So if we go to our first game tomorrow for Thursday.
Easy money. Easy money all day.
Right? Why are the Rams not 7 here?
I didn't Also, the Rams are selling everyone. Cooper Kupp might not be a Ram by tomorrow. That might be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet it now just because I want to know what the number lands tomorrow, depending on what occurs. But I completely agree. The only way you bet this is Minnesota.
Ryan, you did not take the Rams. Why would you take Why would he take the Rams? Why would anybody take the Rams?
So there's a lot of people that have been on the Rams lately, and I agree. I think I agree with you. I think Minnesota wins this game, but
But I will. You know what we forgot though? The post Lion hangover.
it's true. Yeah, see, he got it at 3 even money now. That's a whole different animal.
Yeah, that's different. I like it at 2.5. They win at least. I got to stick with the Vikings though, just because they're the better football team. That defense is real.
I modeled this as a 7-point game. Honestly, I don't believe in the Rams. I don't believe in that whole division.
They seem real weak. The Seahawks, especially, the Cardinals. Everybody knew they were going to be bad though. Yeah, I did Vikings. And if you really want, take the under. I think, but I don't disagree. Like, I know what you're saying, Ryan. I know what you're saying. It's just like the Rams are not a good team. Kyron Williams will not run around them the same way that Gibby did. Gibby is a top 5 running back in the NFL, and Kyron Williams is not. I
think the Vikings are just a much better team than the Rams, and I'm just
the Rams don't have the offensive line the Lions do.
I'm going to start calling this my Baltimore handicap, which is the better team's going to win.
I dig it. This spread.
It's okay. So I make this game 14, but I'm not betting the spread because it's too wide. It's too wide.
There's a reason why I am smash. Right there, baby.
You might as well bet minus 30. At that point, good Lord, 11 points.
Yep, and they'll do it too. The Lions are going to win this game huge, and we're going to see your man right behind you, Hendon Hooker. We're going to see him in the fourth quarter of this football game.
The question will be, I mean, he almost is getting 5-1 on a money line. That's pretty amazing.
Well, sure, but there's not a chance in hell. The Titans are the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, but they have Mason Rudolph playing.
Yeah, that was great last week. And they just traded away their only legitimate target.
Like I said, I make this a 14-point game, so I'm with you. But, he's not wrong. I remember that game.
But the Panthers... So I take the Panthers Red Rocket versus Titans Mason Rudolph.
Also, okay, but that Panthers game, that field was like a rock. I think it was negative 10 degrees or something that day. Yeah. I know what he means, though. I get it. Whenever you get a spread over 10, the money line's always juicy just because you're almost getting 5-1. It's just crazy.
I like it. The Lions.
All I can say is the Titans get paid to play football too.
Yep. I mean, I get it. I don't see any way the Titans keep this game close. Even if the Lions just hand the ball off every single play, there's no way they keep it close.
Another game I think that's really easy.
Oh, I'm going heavy spreads this week. I haven't gone heavy spreads in a while.
No, you're doing the same. You're doing the same thing I'm doing because my model does the same thing. All the NFC North teams we have over what the market says. It's the same thing I'm sitting on right now.
Well, they're the best. They're the best teams in the NFC.
The Jaguars don't even get a home field advantage because they're coming back from London, and Green Bay literally just has to fly down to Florida. That is a 2-hour, 3-hour flight.
Not to mention, I'm sure that Ryan feels the same way for the Bears. Packers are real. So are the Vikings. Those are real football teams.
Just so people know, people from Michigan weekend in Florida. That's how often people from Wisconsin and Michigan
call them snowbirds.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's literally nothing.
Okay, I kind of like the Browns to cover here.
Oh yeah, I need to know. See, there's talk that it might be DTR though as the quarterback, depending on who QBs.
No, I heard Winston today.
If it's famous Jameis, then I'm all in on Cleveland. Because we've had Baltimore were they on the road last week too?
I can't remember. But the big thing is that Nick Chubb historically has owned the Ravens.
Yeah. So this is Baltimore on the road 2 weeks in a row. So 2 weeks in a row. Cleveland's going to have a bump for Deshaun not playing. Nick Chubb is 1 week healthier, and the offensive line has gotten healthier.
I like them to cover, but definitely not win. I mean, like they won't win this game. It'll be ugly. It's always ugly between these two. But yeah, the Browns are going to be better with famous Jameis than they are. I mean, yeah, right. Like that's what he's famous for.
We're eating W's.
Jameis.
We're eating W's, baby, all day.
I like this game to be decided by a touchdown. It'll be the Ravens by a touchdown, but 8.5 is a lot, especially against an division game that is always brutal. And
whenever you take a bet, you should always ask how it loses, though. How this loses is that Lamar is just better than he was last year.
He's on a mission. He said so.
Yeah. So if Lamar and Derrick Henry are just that good, then you might just be like the Ravens might just be a steamroller, and they might be the team that beats the Chiefs. So but as of now, I say no.
I already had Lamar at MVP anyway, but I now have $50 on Lamar MVP, and I have $50 on Derrick Henry Offensive Player of the Year.
We like that. That's fun. They are the best offense. Well, second best offense. First best offense of the Lions. Second best offense of the Ravens.
Problem is if they have to play him. What happens to the Lamar advantage if it's in the Super Bowl?
All right. Either way, I like the Cleveland bet too. That's the way I lean.
Like they'll cover.
8.5 is just too big in that division.
Again. Right?
If it's Richardson, for sure. I was not impressed by Richardson at all last week. I thought I was lucky to win the bet the way I did.
He's not healthy.
But what? Flacco's a better quarterback. It's just true.
But this is the other part. They need to get him reps. Like Anthony Richardson is the future of that franchise. He's not a bad quarterback. He's just not healthy.
The Texans did cover for us last week against Green Bay.
That's it. The Texans are a doggone good football team that is currently finding ways to win that they didn't last year, and I'm enjoying watching them.
They're without Nico, but I think Nico's the reason they lose to the Packers. But I don't think it affects them beating the Colts by a touchdown.
The Colts defense is just too bad.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Steichen couldn't score last week either. Like the Shane Steichen over all of a sudden became like just not there at all.
Here's my stone cold lock of the century of the week. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Right there, man.
This is Carl Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and this is my stone cold lock of the century.
Jets win this game.
Well, yeah, but do they win by a touchdown?
Hell yeah, they do. I get it. Drake May played really well. Whatever. I think the Jets are on the cusp of being alive. They were so close last week to making 4 or 5 more plays. And sorry, Ryan. Like
no, none of us can.
None of us can. But they had 4 or 5 more plays last week, and that's a game that's flipped.
I'm making them a 6.5 point team, or a 6.5 point game here, and I felt like I was being generous to the Jets because I'm still overrating them because I still think that I'm giving them 2 points for Aaron Rodgers, and I don't know why.
Well, here I wonder this: why is Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball 40 times a game? Yeah, that's the same thing.
But maybe a good quarterback.
And Drake May's not a good quarterback yet. I mean,
not good, but competitive.
And the Jets defense, I don't get this. This is a defense that last year, when the team was much worse, played much better. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Now it's step. Here's the other part of this bet. It's step it up or shit or get off the pot type of situation. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I wouldn't take the over. Might be the play. I mean, it is 41.
You're not wrong. I watched that game between the Jets and the Steelers, and I don't think the score was indicative of the game. I know, I mean, I get it, like, oh, it's a score, but I don't think that score was like the narrative of that game. Some people might say the narrative was the narrative was Aaron Rodgers picking his nose and eating it, but I think they are a much better team, and I still gotta believe that they will be competing with this team. Sadly, my pick for the Dolphins, man, is looking ugly as hell. We'll see what Tua does this weekend, though.
Tua.
Yeah, and it's a Hawk Tua game, by the way.
You give me the Jets at 2.5, maybe, but like that's the only way I'm betting.
Are you staying off it? You're not even going to bet the over?
I just don't trust the game. I don't trust either team, and I think I've bet both of them poorly all season long. So what would make this game any different?
Wrong team favored. Yikes. Did anybody watch Saquon last week? The Bengals haven't stopped anybody.
Yeah, but like the Bengals can always score with anyone too, though.
Nah, wrong team favored all day. You know what? And actually, I'm going to take the next step. I'm even going to take the next step. I'm not going to be conservative. Right there. Wrong team favored all day.
I make it exactly 2, so it's fine. I mean, you're not on a key number either way, so the money line's probably the better way to go.
I just don't think there's a way that the Bengals come out of this game winning. I don't think so. Saquon is playing too well. The offense for the Eagles looked much better last week. The defense is rounding out. The Bengals are still a mystery to me.
Are you not taking travel into account? They got to go all the way from Philly.
I don't care.
Philly
What is it,
to
like
Cincinnati?
16 feet? Like, and like the Eagles win this game, and I think actually by 2 touchdowns. I'll be honest. The Bengals just haven't impressed me. The word is they're selling for free agency. Like,
They haven't sold yet.
Not yet, but oh my God.
If you have him, you have a chance.
Mom, I don't want to lose to the Browns. Joe Burrow's never beaten the Browns, and they're historically the worst franchise in NFL history.
Tom's going to be so mad at you for this pick.
I'm not picking the Bengals. I just don't know if I'm going to – I don't think – I want more than plus a little bit over plus money to take the Eagles against anyone.
This game, I don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole.
Well, see, my number
I can't figure the Falcons out. I cannot figure the Falcons out.
My number makes Tampa like a big like take here for sure. But
who are they going to throw to?
That's the problem. I don't know who their receivers are anymore. And
they got nobody, and it's not like they have a run game to fall back on.
I don't know. That one's tricky because you don't know which Atlanta will show up. I don't want Atlanta favored. I want Atlanta to win by a field goal at the end of the game. Or I want Atlanta to kick a field goal at the end of the game, but I don't know if that's going to cover 2.5.
Younghoe Koo's been having a rough season, too. He might miss that field goal that you're wanting him to kick.
How dare you say anything ill?
He's had a rough season. If anything, I like the under. If I had to bet it, and I'm not touching this one. If I had to bet it, I like the under.
We didn't score yet.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Me, I took a beating.
I like the under, but I'm not touching it. The Bucks, I still haven't figured that out, and I really haven't figured the Falcons out. Although I am on Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts anytime touchdown won me money last week.
Yeah.
Or no, Kyle Pitts over was last week. Not anytime touchdown. It was Kyle Pitts over.
Yeah, if you can guess whichever Atlanta person is going to score each week, good luck.
Oof. Who gets punished to watch this game?
I mean, wrong team favored though, right?
With Tua?
I mean, Arizona's won some games though.
And the Dolphins defense looks like it just gave up.
Like Kyler Murray has this sneaky, like the Arizona's frisky. And you're giving me plus 3.5 for the frisky team against a terrible team?
I don't like it.
This is called Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and this is my Stone Cold Lock of the Century. I'm not allowed to say the name because someone copyrighted it.
No way. That's your Stone Cold? You want the Cardinals? Oh, it does come out on Friday. You want to change your Stone Cold?
He's on the road. There's no way he's playing.
No, dude, he's got the new Xbox that's portable.
No, he's not playing on the road. He'll play when he gets
He's got Game Station.
There will be so many strip clubs in Miami to go to that he will not have time to go to Call of Duty.
And that's better. That's better.
James Harden does just fine. Worked for Dennis Rodman.
Rodman is a different animal. Come on. Rodman. There's nobody like Rodman. I'm not touching it. If anything, maybe the over just because it's at 45.5, so you can get that 46. But no, I don't like it.
COD's not better than strippers.
COD is definitely not better. COD isn't better than anything.
It's a terrible game. Hasn't been good since Call of Duty 4.
How are the Bills only 3-point favorites? I want this all day. How are they only 3-point favorites? Another week with Amari Cooper, who already caught a touchdown, and he didn't even know what route he was running on it. Did you hear that story?
I'm so close. I need a little bit more.
Come on, dude. This game is not. These two offenses are not going to be decided by a field goal.
I want 2.5.
Yeah, hammer the Bills all day. They'll cover this 3 points 3 times on Sunday. The Seahawks are bad.
I do like Buffalo against teams are not great teams.
Like Josh Allen, take the over on rushing for it. I might hit a parlay on this game. This might be a good moneymaker.
All right, so Smash is on it. I want 2.5, but I'm close. I definitely.
You don't need 2.5 on this because it's not going to be a field goal.
Yeah, but what if I want 2.5? I can at least wait for it.
You don't need it. You don't need it. A field goal won't decide it. Like at the minimum, Seahawks might turn this into a boat race, but the Bills still have the better offense.
Yes, you're not wrong. I want 2.5.
Oh my god. I tried. Saints Chargers. I don't want to watch this game. I don't want to bet this game. I don't want to.
I'm definitely not betting the Chargers -7 after what I just watched.
Can I take the under twice? I guess.
Under 40. Yeah,
what's going
sure.
on with these teams?
Well, the Chargers will be interesting in 2 years when this team actually looks like what Harbaugh wants it to. But currently, it's just fullbacks and tight ends and linemen and Justin Herbert.
They should definitely trade Justin Herbert in the offseason. I don't know who Andre Gabriel is, but no. Sorry, Andre.
It's a little delusional.
No, I don't want to bet Saints Chargers. If anything, I take the under, but you can't force me to bet it. You can't force me to watch it. You can't force me to bet it.
Yeah, so if it's unwatchable, it's unbettable, then just bet the under.
That's if you want to bet it, which who in the world would want to bet this game? Bet the under.
All right, what we got here? We got Chiefs and Raiders.
I'm not.
Nope.
I don't like Andy Reid with a big spread.
Well, no, this is the double cross. No, this is where you put the Raiders down.
Minshew Mania is not going to run over the Chiefs. That
he doesn't have to. He just has to cover the spread. Someone, Femi.
You're taking the 10 points. You're taking the 10 points.
Yes, because someone said it best.
Okay, that's it. Nope. Here's our head-to-head for the week. If you're taking the 10 points, I'm taking the 10 points. Let's go. Head-to-head on this. I want the Chiefs to cover that 10-point spread. You want it?
The field goals are going to... Oh, well, I'm definitely head-to-head. The field goals...
Let's go. I get vindication this week for my man Mahomes. See, I can keep the jersey now. Why?
I hate the Raiders. I hate the Raiders.
John, calm down.
That's me. Like I did what? Devontae Adams gone. Minshew starting again for reasons.
Yeah,
I-
exactly. But he's the backup now, which is exactly where you want him to be.
Can they just trade Max to the Lions already? Please?
This game's going to end 19-10.
This game's going to end 28-3.
You wait.
We'll see. I might go 0-2, but I don't think so. Next week we'll be talking 1-1.
This is the exact moment when you do not pick the Chiefs and you pick the Raiders.
I like it. Not to mention, don't forget the Chiefs just traded for a top target.
Yes, DeAndre Hopkins, but it'll be a week before he's up to speed.
No, both receivers that were traded last week had impacts. You watch. Hopkins will find himself in the end zone. Mahomes is too good not to find him.
Talk about a game I don't want to bet. Trying to
though I'm still on the Broncos. I enjoy the fact Bo Nix, I'm sticking by it. I know Ryan Caleb Williams, blah, blah, blah. I like my pick as Bo Nix to end up being the best quarterback out of this draft. He shows moxie, fights it like that highlight of him scrambling out of the pocket last week. If that was Patrick Mahomes, everybody would be glazing the crap out of that. But because it's not Patrick Mahomes, he didn't get any publicity. Bo Nix looks like he's ready to be the franchise quarterback finally for the Denver Broncos.
That's a bold statement.
And it's a bold statement comment, but it's true. You know what? I'll just do it just for. Yeah, I'm not gonna lay 10 on the Broncos either, Ryan, but I will take the money line just to increase my odds a little bit on this parlay. Okay, this is the one I'm waiting to talk about.
We don't know if Jaden Daniels is playing.
But Marcus Mariota, my boy Mariota, looked great. He looked great.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine either way. I want Washington, but I want to know.
I'm going to be honest. And it's not just a homer pick, Ryan. I like you, buddy. It's not because of that. The Bears win. I don't like the spread. Bears win. I'm not sure how it's going to fall. The offense looks a lot better. That defense is still playing well. And it's up in the air whether Jaden Daniels plays or not. Even with Jaden Daniels, I think the Commanders will struggle to move the ball. I really do. And the Bears look like they might be for real. I do not. Oh, my God. They are my least favorite NFC North team. I remember Neil Anderson. I remember him running over the Lions for 4 straight years, and I will never forget it. I hate the Bears, but they'll beat the Commies. Nothing?
If Jaden Daniels plays, I want to see where the number goes, but I like the Commies. If Jaden Daniels doesn't play, I probably like the Bears.
Caleb Williams has already shown that he can move the ball against a weak defense, and the Commies don't have one.
Played pretty well last week.
Against whom again? I don't know. Remind me. That's right. The Commanders moved up and down against the Panthers. Big deal.
With the Commies. I have the Commies, if anyone.
No. I will not say the 2 words in conjunction, but go ... Bears. There's enough space between there that it doesn't count.
Wait, until someone edits it and it just says, go Bears.
Listen, Eberluz is probably going to end up in the playoffs this year. I hate saying that sentence too. Oh, my God.
This one's better, though. This is the good one.
Cowboys, Niners. Do I want the Cowboys off a bye week?
I think you want the Cowboys. I'm getting 4. San Francisco is a disaster right now.
Yeah, I'm even going to take it a step further.
Oh, the boys
Yep.
win at Candlestick.
Yep. I like, and this isn't just punishment pick for last week picking the Niners. Everybody's hurt, dude. And the Cowboys, it's up in the air. Micah Parsons might play. Coming off the bye, they got to be healthier, and they have to have figured something out. The Cowboys are better than what the Lions showed them they are. They're still not a great football team, but the Niners are in shambles, dude.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just San Francisco's overrated here. I lean Dallas because I'm getting at least a field goal against a team that can't seem to win.
I like the and especially the crease in my parlay, but like I like the Cowboys to win this game. This game.
Yeah, but at least the players got healthier.
Not to mention it. So I see this McCarthy after a bye, he's got like a 700 win percentage or something. Like
most teams are good off the bye. If you're a
Yeah.
decent coach, you should be good off the bye.
unfortunately, the Lions had to freaking draw Minnesota off the bye, so they're even less healthy. But
They still
like,
won them.
dude, I don't want to talk about that game.
All right, and what do we got here? We got
Okay, I don't know if we can play. So I don't think we can play the Russell Wilson clip until he turns into a pumpkin, because he looked really good, and I'm eating some words.
7's a good number. I mean, under 7's a good number probably. I just don't like taking Pitt as a big favorite, but that's just a me problem.
They looked good last week.
They really did. They really.
Okay,
really
consider this. Okay, who's a better football team, the Giants or the Jets?
The Jets, I think.
Okay, and they smashed the Jets, so ipso facto, they're going to smash the Giants.
It's
right?
never how it works in the NFL, though. It's all matchup based.
I think the Steelers match up even better against the Giants because the Giants don't have any defense. Oh, come on, dude. Really? To cover? ESPN won't even put Danny Dimes on the card for this game. They put some defensive lineman. I don't know him. He's number 97. No, that's not going to happen.
Someone give him a call.
They said he can't do that. No, you can't do the Jags-Bears thing. That's a completely different lineup. Oh, my God.
Transitive property does not exist in the NFL, unfortunately.
But I do. I like the Steelers to win by a touchdown against the Giants. Come on, dude. The Giants are real bad.
The model is with you 100%.
Oh, that means I probably should change it. The model doesn't always like me.
Model was good last week.
There we go. Wouldn't let me. All right. What's my amount this week? Ready to win? I'll tell you what. We win. We go to Vegas. You ready?
$3,000.
Yep. Win. You and I go to Vegas for Thanksgiving break.
All right.
Do we want to talk a little bit of daily? We got some time. We burned through this.
Yeah, we cooked through this lineup. Yeah, sure. We can talk through some daily.
You know what I really like this week? With Jameson Williams out, I like Tim Patrick to be my pick of the week to score a touchdown. He hasn't scored a touchdown yet. I picked it last week too. He had a good game. He had 3 catches for like 45 yards against Minnesota, but I like Tim Patrick to find the end zone against the Titans.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the lineups much this week. Let's see here. Cheaper quarterbacks.
If the Bears blow my parlay, Ryan, I'm going to drive to Chicago, find you, and give you the hardest nut tap in the world. You can't speak that stuff into existence. The closest I've come is 3. Now I've only missed 3 games.
Not very good at picking commies games, though.
No, I'm not. Historically, you are right. The commies and the Raiders are like the bane of my existence picking games. And I don't get it. I can't figure the teams out. Like, it is what it is.
If you like Bo Nix, you can get him for $5,600 against Carolina.
Ooh, he might have a good game against Carolina. I kind of like that. That's a good idea. Or maybe do like a parlay stack for The Bo Nix over rushing. Anytime touchdown Williams and Broncos money line. That might be a good parlay.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as quarterbacks, that one's not too bad. I mean, you get Jordan Love against Jacksonville for 7,100 is probably pretty good.
How about Rico Dowdle?
Oh, for running back?
Yeah, for Dallas. What's he at? Probably like 5,100?
He's probably pretty cheap.
I like Rico Dowdle this week coming off the bye. Maybe he puts like 70 yards.
Standalone game. You'd have to, because he's Monday night.
Shit. You're right.
Yeah, I know. Running backs around 6,000 to 5,000. Who we got here?
What's DeAndre Swift? 6,200 this week?
Swift's probably way more than that.
I bet
you. He's 6,200. You're right.
Yeah, I like Swift too. But God, I need to stop, dude. I'm gonna end up wearing a Neil Anderson jersey next week.
Javonte Williams is a really good matchup, and is the lead back for Denver.
You and I both picked him up in fantasy in 2 different leagues, though. We ate on that, picking him up off the waiver. Come on now, dude. Whoever dropped him, shame on you. Why are you dropping the number 1 back for a team that has a rookie quarterback? Shame on that person. Oh, my God.
If Arizona gets up against Miami, I mean, James Conner could be good at 6,500. A lot of good options this week.
Conner at 65 is not bad. I mean, he's historically 12 to 17 points. Come on. Jameis. I'm not using famous Jameis as my quarterback.
I would.
Really?
Why not?
Because he throws touchdowns to the other team. That's why.
Yeah, but 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions is still a pretty good day for a $5,500 quarterback.
You know who he's going to be expensive, but I like Josh Allen, whatever the total is, to be over for Josh Allen. He's going to eat this week.
4 o'clock, so you can play him in the 4 o'clock slate by himself in Seattle. That'd be good.
Yeah, maybe do a stack with him and the guy they just traded for. I just said his name earlier.
Amari Cooper.
Cooper, yeah.
You can get Devontae Adams for 7,100. That could be pretty good.
It's a little high. And don't forget, he has to share with Wilson.
Brian Thomas Jr. is still under $7,000, and that dude.
Although Ryan, grade this trade in the fantasy league that Matt and I are in. I traded Alvin Kamara, who is my 4th running back, by the way. I just stacked running backs in the draft. Alvin Kamara for Devontae Adams. I feel like that's a good trade. That's a real good trade for me. Kamara is on the downswing. Saints are doing terrible. Devontae Adams is going to go up. His value is going to climb. I think it was a good trade for me. What's your thoughts, man?
I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, I told you at the time I thought it was fine. I was looking at other receivers. I mean,
Tim Patrick. I told you, Tim Patrick. That's my sneaky play this week. Bet you he's only like $5,000.
He is cheap. Khalil Shakir, maybe that he's coming back with Cooper. Maybe they can open up the field a little bit for each other.
Ryan, I'm undefeated. He said my team's not very good. I'm undefeated.
Yeah.
It's
unfortunate. They want 6,100 for Bowers now. It's a little pricey.
No, it isn't. He's the only target. He's going to get volume. He's going to get mad volume. Tight end play. Pitts continues to be 4,500 every week, and I keep playing him. I made money off him again last week.
Your boy CK is only 4,700.
How much is Hopkins this week?
Oh, for a receiver?
Yeah. That might be a sneaky play this week just because he's coming in. Like, I played Cooper last week, and he helped me make money.
4,900.
Yeah, Hopkins. Get Hopkins in that second receiver or third receiver slot. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins in the second. Think about this team chemistry. I have so many running backs on the team. People just let me keep drafting running backs. It was wild. And I still ended up with Jordan Love as my quarterback.
Wait, is this the one where I drafted Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, this is the.
Oh, that team's 0-7.
The Jets are bust league. But I think about this: Patrick and DeAndre Hopkins as your second and third receivers. You'll be able to just stack whoever you want everywhere else.
Yeah, if you wanted to pay up for Josh Allen or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It'd be good. That'd be great. I bet you both land in the end zone, man. I think that'd be a good pick.
Let's see. What I didn't look at was defense, because I always like to look at this.
What about the Bears will be expensive this week. God, I said it again. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I think he's poisoning me. Is Ryan secretly poisoning me from afar?
Yes.
I
mean, the Bears defense is only 2,700.
You gotta play the Bears this week, then. Oh my God, come on.
Denver's 3,700. The Packers are 3,200. The Bills are 3,000. That might be sneaky.
No, I don't want the Bills because the Seahawks still throw the shit out of the ball. But if the Bears are 2,700 all day, not at all. Not at all. But just this week, apparently, I'm on the bandwagon just for this week. You know what? I got my coach's jersey on today. Put me as the head coach instead of ever lose, and you guys will win, guaranteed.
So for Houston, I wish it was 3,000, but the Texans against Indianapolis is interesting. If Richardson's starting, he could throw like 2 picks.
Nah, I like seriously, the Bears, like, even if Jaden Daniels plays, that Bears defense is going to be something that the commies haven't had to play. They haven't had to play a defense like that. Don't forget, this defense single-handedly won them their first game this season. Like, the offense got, 100 yards total or something? Like, that Bears defense is real.
You can get New Orleans defense for 2,600 against the Chargers.
I don't want any part of that.
But the Chargers can't score more than 20 points.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh doesn't turn the ball over.
That's true.
Right, it's too expensive, Ryan. It's like $3,700.
$100.
You're going to spend $3,700 on a defense?
Well, if you're not paying that much for receiver, this might be where you could make that up.
You'd have to. So my rule is this: I either spend up on tight ends and down on defense, or up on defense and down on tight ends. That's my rule. Tight ends and defense.
You can always spend down on tight end.
Yep. And so I'm like, I guess you could spend up to get the Broncos if you want. Yeah, I like the Lions defense this week, but they're probably the most expensive on the list, right?
I think Denver is.
So if the Lions are somewhere around 3,200 against that offense,
no, Lions are 3,800. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, there's no way the Titans, like, I'm not spending on Lions defense. Although Brian Branch, oh boy.
Well, all right. We got through that. We got we got through DFS.
Anytime. Let's give one anytime TD and we'll close it out. My anytime TD of the week, I already said, is DeAndre Hopkins. What's yours?
Good Lord. Anytime touchdown of the week?
Yeah, anytime touchdown of the week. And don't get that secondary tight end stuff. I keep tailing you on that, and we don't get it. We never get that second tight end.
See, that's what I like to tail, though.
Oh, my God. We never get it. We never get it.
Honestly, probably. I mean, isn't Henry finding pay dirt like every week?
I don't, but it's gonna. You're not gonna get good odds. You need something.
Yeah, you got to pay $3 for $1 in that one.
Yeah, like I'm not doing Henry or anything Ravens related at all. I bet you get plus 800 or something like that on Hopkins anytime TD.
You got to give me like a team.
You want a team? Steelers.
Pittsburgh, huh? All right, what do we got?
And don't say Pickens. I've lost that bet like 3 or 4 times this year already.
We got Muth at 240.
Muth. I like that. That's a good one.
You can get Muth first. You can get Muth first touchdown for 10, or you can get him almost 3-1 for a touchdown anytime.
Yeah. So the Matt Smash anytime tutty parlay of the week. Hopkins, Muth. I'm gonna put that in as soon as we're off.
Fair enough. And with that, obviously, like and subscribe. Like the scene Snobs. Go watch Smash. Be the Hulkster. All that fun stuff. We're watching a movie every week. Smash has his list. I have a list. Mick has a list. If you cannot find a movie to watch for Halloween, then everyone has you covered.
Got you covered.
And so with that, we'll see you all later, and thanks for dropping by.